Well, hello everybody. I really hope I'm not super loud on stream, but if I am, just tell me in chat. Guys, hello.
Hello, John.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you for your patience. I know we're 10 minutes after, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
How are we doing? How are we feeling?
Pretty evil.
Dang.
I'm feeling like I need a spell.
You need a spell.
I'm ready for the end of this cliffhanger you left us on.
Well, why don't we just jump into the recap and skip how everyone's doing? Because we already went over this off stream like a minute ago. Who wants to give me the recap? Who did it last time?
Jerome being weird. So we found out Nav is kind of like super sensitive right now. And so we went back to
all the time
rest as he almost died. The big boss came back and helped him. Gave him a sword later on, and we started on doing the performance. With the Yugu being helped out by Meeker, who ended up betraying the party eventually. By summoning Jerome.
Yeah.
Exactly how he planned.
Yep. If only we got to see that from the character's perspective, you know?
Yep, if only.
If only.
And then we got an expedition dump as we beat Jerome to a black tower and the black void. And now went through it while we occupied Jerome outside.
Yeah, it's some cat and mouse with Beef and Jerome doing some slapstick comedy of literally just him greasing himself up with some weird feathers as Beef just tries to fucking wrestle him as if he were fucking budding and going fishing.
Yeah, not because Beef wants to eat and consume Jerome like a monster. Is Beef Swellington a cannibal?
No, he's not. He likes beef. He doesn't like people. People taste like pork, and he's not a big fan of pork.
Damn. And true.
Not that he knows from experience.
I bet Jerome will taste like chicken.
Does anybody want to quickly... No, I'm not even going to ask it. There was way too much, but I am curious of what you guys thought after going through Revision one more time. I know somebody did. Any note takers? A lot of crazy shit, huh? Don't worry, I'll let you stew on that one when it comes time to determining experience. Guys, it is the 26th of... What's this month called? Fuck, it's something stupid. Fall's drifting as we enter closer and closer to winter. Oh man, winter, guys. It's not too far off. It is coming. We set our scene back a little bit. Nav, you have just run into the pillar. The monument, as it were. This weird spiraling, almost like a hedge maze, but made of some kind of stone. Quickly followed after is Jerome, who you are beating, because Beef Swellington is constantly harassing him and making, well, just a mess of things. Mirth, I think, is behind him, just sprinting after Beef. Full on Naruto running, it appears. And followed by them is the Tyrant and his bodyguard. And last, and certainly not least, because he casted aid on part of a party, is Yugu. Yugu, I don't believe I heard you say that you pursue them into the slowing field. I know you casted a spell, but what are you doing, Yugu?
Well, yeah, seeing that it is the slow effect, I know it would completely destroy, or it could completely destroy my ability to cast spells. I just want to stay close-ish. I want to be able to help my friends if they get in trouble, but at least 100 feet away from them if I can.
Well, that's well
cheer them
within the
on.
field. Are you trying to avoid not being slowed?
I am, honestly. But if there's no way to stay close, I'll just sludge
It's like a
through.
300-foot radius of the slowing effect.
I'll just be the slowest person in the slow.
Okay. And what are you feeling? Like, you created a portal to this location. You, like, jump through a chute of void and space. Maybe even space-time. And now you're in, like, a field of purple, some, like, carnations or lilacs, some kind of weird flower, which are, like, moving in a way so that they aren't trampled on by everybody else, unaffected by the slowing effect. And, like, you see, like, the setting sun, but you don't see the sun, which is kind of weird.
Yeah, I would love to spend some time just being able to look around, but with Jerome here, it's like, oh fuck, we barely got this spell to work, all this collective effort for the Euletheians. I really just want to see it finish through, right? The big payoff of the months, the deaths that well, not deaths. Did we have a character die in between? I don't think so. But the months of work we've done, scouring the temples, collecting ruins, this kind of build up to this last spell. I would just like to see us finish it, not this bird freak.
Fucking bird freak.
Once he's dealt with, I would love to just explore. The flowers look beautiful. There's obviously hella magic here, so something is important.
Yeah. You slowly enter the field of the slowing effect. The slowest of the slowed. Next up is Mirth that I want to get to. Mirth, are you just single-mindedly pursuing... What's Mirth's deal right now? Why is Mirth here?
He's here because everyone else is here. He's not really totally invested at this point in catching Jerome. But he knows for sure that Jerome is a magic caster. And he's willing to test his skull against him. And the slow effect that he is assuming is not going to affect him as much as it actually is. He thinks himself too strong and too well versed for that. Kind of overconfident.
Yeah.
Yeah. And just appreciates this challenge that brings, but not really understanding what exactly the
What's going on.
Exactly.
This is a big deal, I just don't know why.
People are telling me this is a big deal.
I must be here for a reason, Mirth thinks to himself. Beef, Swellington, you are chasing this bird guy down. What's going through his mind, if anything?
Well, when he first... Before we even got into the portal, he saw Yugu, who's one of his new friends, basically just get fucking yeeted into a portal, and he's like, uh-oh, that's not good. So he immediately... He doesn't, like, didn't see Jerome, didn't care about Jerome. He just ran into the portal because he saw his friend disappear, and he's like, I don't like that. And now he sees, like, this weird giant black chicken, like fiberglass chicken, and he's like, I just have to, like, figure out what this is and whether or not I should eat it. Like, he wants to know, is this a sentient chicken? If so, should I... Like, what is the moral dilemma of eating a sentient chicken? and it's fighting back a lot, and he definitely loves a good tussle. He likes asserting his dominance over his food, so he wants to make sure that Jerome knows I'm the tough boy here.
You must have ogre blood in you with how hungry you get sometimes, Beef.
Yes, always hungry. Always hungry. Needy boy.
I want to focus on Beef, and then Mirth, and then Yugu for a little minute here. Because Beef Swellington, as soon as you step into this monument, up the stairs, start going down the hallway, you feel the magic of the slowing effect, like, shed from your body. You leave the field. And then you're, like, assaulted by fucking hallucinations. With every single step you take. What's Beef's reaction as, like, it's not just your vision, or this isn't just a mental image, right? Your vision is quite literally just being assaulted with images.
I'd imagine it's like almost like a... Have you ever seen when like a wild animal, like a deer, just like pops into like a fair or like a fairground and it has like no idea what to do? It's just like constantly staring around, like frightened and unsure, and it's like moving around a little bit, not like looking for an exit. That's kind of what he's doing. Like he's seeing all of these images, all of these people, things that he's never seen before, places that he doesn't recognize. His surrounding completely just shifting. And he's kind of like, I wouldn't say he's having a panic attack, but he's like breathing heavily. He's basically turning into like a little bit of a feral animal because he's still like raging. Like, so he's like angry, not in a good state of mind, trying to wrestle this chicken. And now he just has all this like sensory overload happening.
Okay. I think at this point, after chasing this man for 300 feet, the first rage at least, is going to go away. As your mind is assaulted and you're confused and also just magically upset, which gives you more protection somehow. And you, having barreled through on sheer momentum, like 10 steps in, or just going through a very minor epileptic fit. Mirth, you catch up to them in this time. You take one step in. You, too, are mentally assaulted by images. What do you do, Mirth?
First up, immediately recognize, like, the first thought in his head was, wasn't you concentrating on the spell that kept the port open? Oh God! And see the flashing images. And seeing that, he'll probably immediately go into his defensive idea of like emotionless stillness of mind. Using his techniques that he's honed, creating a mentality of shutting down his emotions, of his fear, of his confusion, and try to fight against this cacophony of visions and just try and speed ahead. Already thinking that he beat the slow effect, and maybe like if he continues on to this, he'll beat this effect as well. Not knowing he left the area, but thinking that he beat it.
Well, you're gonna run into Beef Swellington, quite literally. This hedge maze, as it is rather narrow. Only one medium-sized creature can get in at a time. Beef, during this moment, Jerome seems to be completely unfazed by the images. Maybe he has seen them before? Maybe it's just not affecting him. but you are going to be in this endless pursuit where every single step you take, much like Nav suffered, is just going to be a hailstorm of mental just things within your mind. I'm giving you two time to make, like, actions or declare to me something, like your movement. How fast are we still soy diving Jerome and trying to, like, eat him?
Yeah.
Or are we gonna wait for your boy?
I don't know who I'm... Now that I see Mirth, I don't know who else I need to wait for, so I'm gonna go back to trying to wrestle this chicken.
Okay.
I'm attempting to help in, like, the old-fashioned hands around the waist, but going past the waist because my hands are sort of long, and trying to grab Jerome behind and spooning Beef.
Quick, brother! You grab his legs, I got his arms!
Well, I need our boys here to make me... I think it's gonna be wisdom. Wisdom's mostly mind bullshit.
Save or just check?
It would be a saving throw, yes. It could be charisma too, I guess. We'll do wisdom for now. That's fine. Just roll natural 20s, it's fine, yeah. Mirth,
I rolled natural 19.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, not bad at all.
I don't have a negative to wisdom, which is really good.
Alright, as you both empty your minds and just bum rush through, you will chase after the Birdman. And we go to Yugu. As you, chasing behind the Tyrant and his bodyguard, you will watch the Tyrant stop at the door, clearly experience the exact same thing that you watched Mirth and Beef do. And then I suppose you will join him as he begins to slowly chase after. I guess he's not running anymore. I think he's calmly going.
If I see the Tyrant slow down, like that, sprinting after, and as you said, it doesn't even look like I could get past them.
Yeah.
I'll slow down and try to understand the images that are coming at me. I mean, I can maybe try and, like, squeeze by, excuse myself, but it looks like at least he's calm about what's happening in front of us. I'm sure I could hear the big boys trying to hold down a chicken.
Yeah, I looked at the movement. I honestly don't think anyone just chasing can actually catch Jerome. Even with 40 movement speed. Like, you'd need long strider or expeditious retreat to get the extra dash. And even then, he has, like, a get out of grapple free move. Like, he needs to be magically contained rather than just physically assaulted. But, you know, it's still annoying being literally grappled every fucking 5 seconds by 2 people. It's like, let go of me! Yugu, you step up behind the bodyguard and slowly take your first step in, experiencing the beginning of Erithil's life. You will go through the exact same visions as Nav did, who had a considerable lead on everyone thanks to his teleportation bullshit, as well as the assistance he gained from his friends. And as we all catch up narratively to Nav, man, I want to do another cliffhanger so badly, just to fuck with Runt.
For the break.
I know. We just started. We need to take a break right now. Nav, just Nav, I should say. You entered the final... I don't want to say room, but I guess the narrowing end of this monument. You had snaked through more or less every step being blind as you just sort of trusted your intuitive knowledge of not running into a fucking wall, as this serpentine pattern continued to snake around until finally you reached the center of the monument, where there is the pillar, which is a big marker that everyone can see. Laying before you, on their back, looking up at you, is a body. Or a person, truly. Barely moving, barely conscious, barely alive, if at all. As John pulls up his notes. Okay. Nav, as you step, I'm not going to teleport you to this body as we focus back upon you. What do you do, Nav?
Well, what does the body look like first?
Yeah, he is a rather tall Ulathaean. Not at all like the... Well... Yeah, he's about like a foot taller than the tallest Ulathaean you have ever seen. So, like, they are averaging like 6'1", 6'2". Like, that's their tallest. Irithyll has like some weird dwarf shit going on. And then this guy is like 7 feet tall, if not 7.5 feet tall. He is a giant, truly. Long and lanky of arms. He's wearing these very nice robes. Incredibly nice, made of dark silks and royal blues and hues, stuff like that. There is a ring on his finger, on his right hand. And he's got a little circlet on that has elven imagery made of some kind of silver or platinum.
Is his body like... Is it like youthful looking? Is it shriveled like an old man? Or is it shriveled like he's dead / decaying /
He looks to be in like the equivalent of his like late 30s, early 40s.
Okay. Is he breathing at all?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay. Then Nav is gonna start walking up to him and say, not really to like him / the body, but just more like to himself. King Irithyll, I suppose.
You call out. You mutter to yourself, rather, excuse me. And you will hear a whisper behind your ear. And turning around instinctively, no one's there. Jerome hasn't caught up. You're still on your own for a solid minute or two here. But instead, you will hear a voice speak to you. Or speak past you, really. And it will say, "I'm sorry, my little songbird. I hope you saw my messages I left behind in our old sanctums. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you in the end again, but I had to follow the path that our friends had given us. I couldn't fail a second time. I am not graceful enough to be seen off by anyone, it seems. If you're here for the mantle, disregard this message, for I've left it in the capable hands of the Herald of Kingship, summoned now by my message outside. To my friend, Remain. I don't have much time left, so please allow my request." This seems to be a recording.
Okay.
As you process this message, Nav, you will notice that beyond, or maybe through the obelisk, you can somewhat see a translucent oval begin to manifest.
And I think I'll just walk. Yeah, I think I'll just walk towards the whatever oval.
You don't want to hear the dying last words of a ghost speaking to someone who is a minute or so behind?
I mean, seems like it's a message for Jerome. Gerald, excuse me. No, I'm more like, do I want to take the ring or the crown? Because we don't know if they're magic items, and even so, like, Arathil and all of the Ulathans will want it. But I'm less convinced that Gerald, like, wants any, like, item here as much as just to see this.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think I just go to whatever the opal is. Oval, portal,
you walk
whatever.
past the body towards a glimmering oval which has appeared on the back wall, probably one that you ran beside. And this, much like portals, or the portal gun from Portal, will lead you right back outside towards the staircase, which you don't notice or care really, but Yugu more or less just entered like less than 15 seconds after you got out. And we're gonna hang out there and pause for Nav. Mirth and Beef, you are trying to tackle this fucking chicken.
Yeah.
Constantly assaulted by these images. You will get your opportunity as the trail ends. A minute or so after Nav leaves, you will hit the exact same spot he was just at. And I need you both to give me athletics checks. To fucking grapple this motherfucker and pin him as he freezes and sees his dead friend. 23 is pretty good.
I give advantage to him instead?
Oh, like
No.
the help action?
Okay.
I don't think you can in this situation.
20.
Perfect. Okay, let us see Jerome. He's here somewhere. I'm only saying no, by the way, because I don't think you can help a man grapple another man without grappling that same man. Which, at the end, is the same as another grapple check.
Yeah.
Just so people think I'm,
He can't
fair.
possibly escape us both.
It's true. He can't possibly. Okay, cool.
Oh. Alright.
Casual. Plus 12 on his acrobatics. This is
They're
important information.
size, right?
You need to know how much dex he's got. Even with disadvantage, he would still pass. He's a slippery fuck. Beef, you're realizing this chicken is secreting some kind of weird ooze and oil that's like semi-translucent, but also like black and ichor-y. So like, it's almost like touching a car part that has just been taken out of an engine. And it's just covered in grime and ooze, but you like don't notice immediately because like the texture, there's no like true texture there. And then you just slip and you're like, fuck. It is gross. You can't wait. Do you lick it? That's what I really gotta know. Do you taste it?
I mean, he's gonna smell it. If it smells anything like grease, he will taste it.
Yeah, it smells like grease, bro. It's
Then
like
he's gonna lick it.
Yeah, it's so fucking gross.
Really grease chicken. Delicious.
It's so terrible. Beef and Mirth, you will more or less charge out and try to tackle this man's. before he flies up and shouts at you both to shut the fuck up!
Why do you keep talking, chicken?
As he begins to summon a staff of thunder and lightning to his hands, taking up in the air, you both will hear the exact same words that a ghost whispers in your ear. You've seen the exact same visions. You may have ignored them on purpose, but you know this Birdman has some kind of connection to this guy, whose body you now can clearly see. You have maybe like a couple turns before the tyrant and you show up.
Okay. I have rope.
Okay.
Lasso time.
Yeah, is it possible to fashion it into a lasso and yeehaw my way to getting to Jerome so he stops flying?
Do you have a rope? You're a guy from the fucking... There's no such thing as a rodeo in fucking Maelstrom, bro. It's a sinking city.
I'm not from Maelstrom anymore.
What do you mean? Where are you from?
I'm from Normal City, remember?
You're from Normal City?
Yes.
Exactly what happened last time.
I was gonna say, I feel like
New
deja
character,
vu.
bro. New character. Fail RP.
True.
Report this guy.
No, but seriously, I suppose Beef is gonna look at Mirth and just say, "You got anything to throw at him?"
Okay. Yeah, throw
So
something.
Throw me.
I've got like
Fucking
a javelin.
throw
me.
Mirth.
Okay. I can try to throw him. I don't know how far he'll go, but I can try.
Yeah, how much do you weigh and what's your strength score? You only need like 10 feet. Oh, if you only need 10 feet, you just need to get Mirth 5 feet in the air, and you're good.
Oh
Yeah,
well, I have a strength of 16, and also I probably weigh way more than him, even though he's huge.
True.
And he give me 5 feet in the air
Yeah, definitely.
as I try to
Nope.
stunning strike him.
You want to do what?
Stunning strike. This Birdman
Oh,
to
yeah.
drop him onto the floor
Okay.
and still weighs
Make
weapon.
an attack roll.
I can stunning strike with a weapon, correct? Yeah,
Yeah.
melee weapon attack.
Ooh.
20 to hit.
20 will hit indeed.
Ooh.
Spend a key point
Okay.
to stunning strike him.
Okay, DC 14 con save.
Yep.
That is a fail,
Ooh.
which means he will
Let's
use
go.
his one legendary resistance to say fuck you.
God.
I have
Bonus
second
action, hit him.
attack.
Bonus action, hit him in the face with your fist.
You don't get to stop mid-air while falling,
Well,
right?
I have 10-foot reach. Even if I drop down 5 feet, I can still reach him.
Punch his toe on the way down.
Is that right?
Yeah,
dude?
punch his toe. So
I
here's
just
the
make
thing,
contact,
right?
Right?
You're gonna jump up and do this, right? To, like, hit him. Wouldn't he just fly up, like, an extra 3 inches or so and tell you to fuck off?
I mean, the way that I would imagine it is that, like, Beef is throwing him up.
I think
and he's
we
like...
need an actual initiative order here.
Okay.
If you guys are wanting to start combat, which sounds like what you want to do.
He's the one who brought out the staff.
Combat.
Okay.
Combat. Let's go.
Oh, we lost.
Yeah, Nav turned
Yeah,
off his
whatever.
camera.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Please drag your tokens and roll for initiative real quick.
Okay.
Character sheet. Okay. Wow, you
Yeah.
guys are rolling like
Damn.
gods.
I also have a advantage on my initiative because I'm a barbarian.
What?
Yeah, at 7th level, I get an advantage on initiative.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know
So
that.
literally the perfect level to
Wait,
have it
don't
really
you
good.
have to rage to get that effect? Or am I thinking of something else?
No, you're thinking of when I'm surprised. If I'm surprised,
Oh, if you
I
use the-
can
yeah, you
rage
use the
and then take my
rage.
turn as normal.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Okay.
His name is Mirth as well.
What?
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 In the turn order, it says Mirth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for some
but-
reason you rolled Jerome as Mirth.
Oh.
I don't...
What the fuck?
Wait.
Yeah, because Mirth has a 24.2,
Oh.
but
Yeah, he is Mirth
Jerome.
now. Yeah, there we
Huh.
go. What the fuck? I don't know.
Changed the party twice somehow.
Okay. Truly.
But yeah, it's the same feature, but if I'm surprised, and basically just not
Oh, you can
unconscious, then I can
Okay.
rage and take my turn normally.
All right.
And I
Give
already have
me
it already
some attacks, Mirth. As you jump
that
up.
was my first one, right?
Yeah, sure.
Second one. Because I have extra attack.
Yep. That'll do it.
Nice.
Damn.
Oh, I forgot to roll damage for the other one, right?
Yeah. You're fine.
Something tells me we're not going to be the big damage dealers to this guy.
No, it's fine.
Total
Yeah.
of 22.
That was pretty good.
Then another spinning strike.
Okay. Bop. Pass.
Use a key point to attack 2 more times.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Sending strike.
Okay. That is a failure. He falls down.
Kick his ass while he's stunned.
While he's stunned, I'm gonna hit him again, yeah. With advantage, right?
Yeah. That's how stun works.
And also it's an insta-crit because
Yep.
he's stunned.
Yep. Wait, is this paralyzation or stunned?
I
This
was gonna
is
say
stunned,
different
right?
effect.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Stun is crit?
Yeah, it's crit damage.
Yeah, for
Oh.
sure damage, it's an insta-crit if you hit with a melee weapon.
I think so, anyway.
And I think it's specifically an attack within 5 feet
Yeah, I was gonna say
deals critical
within
damage
5 feet.
on a stun target.
Alright, so total of 16 for that damage.
Okay.
And can I use my object interaction to kick away the...
You're done. You're done, Chief.
Okay. Okay. I had to ask.
Okay. Then it becomes Beef Swellington's turn. Oh, fuck.
Beef is gonna see that he took out this weird long stick, and now that
Yeah.
he's stunned, he's just gonna take it and throw it and chuck it. He doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about it.
Can you make me a quick Constitution saving throw? Should be easy for you.
Yeah. Is it? I'm guessing this is an effect I can see. Yeah. Oh, wait,
That
never mind,
only
never
works
mind.
with Dex. Just give me the
Yeah, I
con
was gonna say.
save.
Yeah.
Easy
there we go.
pass.
Damn.
As you rip the spells, or the staff that is being channeled / attuned, you will suffer half of that for 14. No big deal. You're a big beefy
Easy.
boy. The cackling staff cackles.
Just
This
doing because
John
I have to
actually-
do temp HP or the 8 HP.
Yes.
So
How much damage did you do to him in total?
16 plus 10. That's 26 plus 22. That is 48.
Okay, cool. I'm just keeping track of his hit points.
And stunned is advantage, not critical damage. Paralyzed is
Yeah.
critical
Oh,
damage.
okay.
So,
is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll
instead,
give him
I took...
5 hit points. No big deal.
yeah.
Okay. Is that all you do, Beef?
No. Then after that, I want to take out the rope that I have and start trying to tie him up with it. That's what I want to do.
Okay. As you do this, Jerome's stun will wear off later. But more importantly, the tyrant, his bodyguard, and Yugu will arrive. You faffing about here. Well, taking time, obviously. That or they heard the, instant cackling shouts of "fuck off!" And hurried their pace a little bit. As you begin to tie up Jerome, the most slippery but currently stunned foul one, the tyrants will give an order. But we will come back to that as Nav. In the distance, for the past couple of seconds, not minute yet, but time is fickle in this place, I suppose. You will see a breeze come by, beginning to just approach you specifically. Flower petals, purples, golds, pinks, and yellows will begin to just fly up into the endless twilight above you. Is there anything you do? Are you muted? Is he muted? I can't hear you.
Oh, he is, yeah. Completely silent.
Oh, no.
The sound of silence.
Is it a Discord mute? I didn't.
No, it might be his headphones might not be working.
No way!
So you literally got your wish. You got
more technical difficulties.
Issues.
No!
Listen, Eric will just talk to us and we're gonna ad-lib what he's saying. Like, in real time dubbing him.
Where's the script? Guys, this is not in the script.
Oh
hey guys, welcome back to another video where we dub over people's Dungeons & Dragons Let's Plays. On this episode, we're in the middle of the Ulafane Temple with King Erithil. We've got our boy here, Nav. He's about to tell us what he wants to do.
I want waffles.
Do you like
weird
waffles?
Thing to say, but that seems to be what he's saying.
I think he's saying he likes pancakes.
Gone on long enough. I'll
is
drink
my mic going now?
Good job.
Nope.
Thank you, Apollo_neck, for letting me dab on my own stream.
Dab for waffles.
Dab for waffles. Do you like waffles? Do you like pancakes? Do you like French toast?
I like French
Can't wait to get a mouthful.
He fucking disconnected. Rip.
Hey.
Hey. He's back.
Hello.
Hey, we can hear you.
Hey.
What was going on there, Chief?
I have no idea. It just stopped working.
Go on, turn your camera back on.
Discord does that sometimes. It's really lame.
You're good, dude.
I was also trying to talk through Roll20, but none of you were listening.
Oh yeah,
we
can't hear through Roll20.
Yeah, I have that shit disabled.
Yeah, fast.
Miss me with that.
Yeah. I do like how John took a shot in that.
Hey, he was muted long enough to be a technical difficulty.
It was. And now his camera's not. Oh my god, it's just
perfect.
One thing after the other. Oh.
Did you pause, or is stream still going?
The stream's still going, brother.
Awesome.
Baby.
Okay, so
just hanging out.
Did I walk through the portal?
Yeah.
Or am I? Yes. Okay. Okay, so if if we're enacting the PS3 game Flower or Flow, whatever the fuck it was called, then I guess I'm gonna walk towards the wind.
Yeah. You walk towards this breeze of petals coming to you. It's hauling. Oh my god, wind is so fucking fast. You realize far too soon. Oh, uh-oh. Oh no.
God help me.
Ready, another shot.
This.
All right, we're going to break real quick. Hang on, guys.
Here's the clip.
Hey everybody, sorry about that technical difficulty. We're back now, though. Hi! Eric, you step out of the portal. You go down, meeting the big gust of flower petals coming towards you. Is that it? Are you just gonna stand, like, are you preparing for combat? Are you...
No, we're chill.
You're chill. You're chilling. Okay. As
Flowers
you
have never been bad to us.
appear, have they? Is this true? Is this based in Pogpilled?
Pogpill?
Pogpilled.
Copium?
Very copium.
Opium, actually.
Opium, very opium.
Very opium. You will see through the flowers, sort of blinding you for just a moment as you close your eyes, a figure appear, holding a crown in his hand that he looks disinterested in. This is the spitting image of the person you saw in that vision long ago, wearing, well, not too long ago, like a week ago, wearing white and purple clothing with flower motifs all over, with a big-ass staff that seems to be made of some gnarled natural wood, rather than carved, intentionally carved staff. This is instead a more natural vine that is just sort of wrapped around a sapling, basically. And he looks upon you, seeming to have no recollection or recognition of who you are. And he says, something feels off about this.
How do you mean?
There is a very long silence that comes. You do not have the aura of a king.
I want to say ouch, but that's kind of fair. Is that a prerequisite?
No. There's just silence that comes after that.
Right.
It's a very... You understand that this person, which kind of alien to most humans or humanoids in general during this era, is very comfortable with silence. And he just sort of lets that moment simmer. A thing that you notice about this creature, Nav, is his eyes are rather unfocused. He doesn't really look at you. He looks past you.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
What does seceding Erithil really mean?
Oh. You will have the responsibility of the first king. It will be a terrible, crushing weight that will eventually consume you.
Metaphorically or literally?
Both.
Fantastic.
It should not be taken lightly, what I have in my hand. But you seem to have gotten here, and I see no one else. And he will slowly begin to raise the crown up and outstretched for someone to take.
John, did you really get rid of one curse on me and now you're giving me another one? Are you really doing this right now?
The tyrant's literally like 5 feet behind you through a portal, Chief. Who is currently, if we want to jump cut back to the rest of the party, telling, quite literally ordering both Mirth and Beef to stop it.
What? Stop what?
Just stop what you're doing.
He's just gonna like pause, like still like trying to tie the rope around him, around Jerome, and just looks at him like, what? What?
Yeah, Mirth's like mid-swing, just...
Leave him alone. We're not here for this. Did any of you hear what Erithil just said?
I may have heard something. So maybe?
During this time, you both begin to hear the words of Arathil. These are barely lucid. It sounds like you are listening to the monologue of a dying man who is apologizing profusely to a friend he will never see again. And as you all bear witness to this, you, Mirth, know your stun has ended on Jerome, but he is still motionless, listening to the words of someone before you that is an illusion. This great projection that Arathil has left here to display his last moments and final words is pretty bleak. And as the tyrant points off towards the portal, you are silently commanded to leave.
Oh, okay. Beef's gonna, like, undo the rope so we can take it with him.
Okay. You do that for 5 whole seconds before you are compelled to leave and begin to move on your own volition, quote-unquote own, out of the area.
Okay, bye.
Nav, you will turn around and see Beef, Swellington, Mirth, and probably Yugu too. Yugu, you're the last one out of the portal. Do you have anything you want to say to your boy Jerome, who's just defeated?
To tell Tyrant, I hope you paid attention as much as I did during those flashy colors. And, I do not know what you plan to do, but just know I am ready to help you.
Okay. The tyrant leaves through a portal. Nav, you have an opportunity here to snatch this fucking key item and, dip. What do you do, Nav?
So the way he's holding it out, is it just like kind of dangling from his fingers, or is it like he's preparing to coronate someone?
He's not gonna coronate jack shit. This guy does not care about his crown at all. He is here only to give it to somebody else. That is his entire shtick, more or less.
If that's the case, then Nav will take the fucking the crown, just in his hands.
Just in your hands? Are you sure you don't want to put it on?
just in his hands.
Okay. Nav, you take this crown. I need you to make me either a strength or charisma saving throw as you grab onto it.
He's good at one of those.
Should be good at one of those.
That is a failure on a 15. Nav, you grab or put hands on this crown, and as soon as this flower mage lets go, you immediately fall to the fucking floor, being dragged down to the cement. The weight probably just broke your hand. The flower mage does not laugh at you, but reiterates the point. Literally and metaphorically, yes, you will be crushed.
Good thing I didn't put it on then.
Oh, come on. You didn't want to just instantly lose your character to a broken neck?
We come out and Nav's crumpled on the ground.
Yeah, you guys step out and you see this flower dude. None of which you've put your eyes on, but Yugu... No, you've all heard the tale by now of what Nav saw in his vision. And this is clearly the same kind of character. This man, no longer having the crown, will more or less just address the entire group. Looking past you all, not focusing on anyone, but, like, making the motion of, like, okay, I've truly looked at all of you. And will basically just say, this is not to be worn lightly. Whoever wears this, your responsibility will not just be for the Ulathaean people, but for all people in the world.
You are okay? Leaving it here with us?
I am its caretaker. I will eventually watch one of you wear this, and then I will watch you die, and give it to the next person worthy of wearing it. You have conquered Erethil's trials. For that, I applaud you. And there's, like, the most half-assed attempt of, like, may the test that you, whoever decides to wear this, be a little more creative. At least for your successor. And with that, if no one says or runs to stunning strike him, he's going to dematerialize into a cloud of petals and
I run up and stab him. No, just kidding.
Okay. Roll for
No.
Actually, John?
Actually, I've got 10 feet of range. Can I stunning strike with a thrown weapon? It's technically a melee weapon.
Oh, good point. Good point.
It sounds like nobody says or does anything as they watch Nav just curse. Nav, your hand is broken.
Yeah, non-stop. Like, this isn't even just cursing out of the reaction of, like, being in pain right now. It's just he started and he's still in pain, so he's just keeping on going. But also at the same time, like, the crown is important, so he's, like, half bent over the crown, still trying to pick it up with the other hand off the ground, and then cursing louder when it jostles his broken hand.
You will do this, and probably more, as the flower mage, well, dematerializes into a cloud of flower petals, and then is carried off by the wind. His duty to this one specific role that he has complete.
Wait, your vestments! Oh.
The tyrant will walk over to Nav and go for your hand to get it out from under the crown's weight so that he can begin to heal it.
It's just a crown, that bitch is heavy.
Yeah, we don't fuck
Literally
with...
got, like, the weight
Why
of
are
the
you
world.
fucking with magical items, man? They're clearly cursed, dude.
Well, what am I supposed to do? The fucking
when a
cursed
weird
birthday
magic
was
man
behind us.
offers you magical power, you always act with hesitancy. What the fuck? Yeah,
We
come
have
on.
danger behind us, kind of, maybe.
Kinda. You guys look to where the portal is, where you can just see a crying Jerome just at the monument wailing.
Man, that chicken sounds really depressed.
Wow.
Don't look at him.
He's got reason to be.
Okay. Yugu, the tyrant says, How do we get out of here, man?
You know, they never told me about the way back, but I can just try the spell again. That
Yo, you guys got
work.
hearthstones?
Anyone got a rune of recall? He said. Just ask real quick. Oh. Well.
I do still have the UI, right?
The instrument?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you, I don't know, we go back where we came in. I can try it again. No problemo, yeah? It'll take me an hour, so maybe get comfortable.
The Tyrant doesn't have any better solutions.
Ooh, I can find my bagpipes to help you.
No, that is not part of
No,
the-
it's too late, but he's already taking out his bagpipes and he's just starting to play.
Beef Swallowington will begin to play his bagpipes as you guys leave. The Tyrant picking up the crown at one point. Actually, hang on. No, I think you can just pick this up.
Damn.
Let me
Giga
see.
Chad.
He has a lot of charisma. Some would
like
say
24 charisma.
more than that.
Aura of a king, you would say.
No, not really. All right. Ugh. Okay. It takes him a moment. He truly struggles with it before he recognizes, like, oh, this is a weird attunement thing, and isn't like a legitimate crown, and it sort of like reshapes and can be reshaped, and he turns it more or less into a ring after doing a very poor Arcana check, and lifts it, I guess. It's one of those, like, weird OSHA certified, like, lunge lifts. And then his, like, right arm is just, like, kept static and down. He's like, I figured it out. We're good. We're gonna leave now. Right, Yugu? We got this.
Yeah, right out. No problem.
Okay. Let's go back to where we landed before I have to eat fucking petals to survive.
Amazon grass, house with
I'm trying to like
south.
stumble to get to his mouth and try to cover it.
You use your 10 feet of reach to literally wrap his head as if your arms were duct tape.
Oh
God, it's worse now.
I'm resisting the urge to suddenly twist my arms, but
Just snap his neck immediately. You all leave the monument, head back into the glade. It's endless twilight. So this is a funny place, guys. If you couldn't tell that by now. And as you, like, crest that hill that you initially crest to get to the monument, you're looking at a completely different scene. And maybe you just got lost, maybe you're turned around. I mean, you see the monument right there, but now you're looking at what appears to be a big-ass lake that is surrounded by a field of golden flowers. This lake has a tower that is just sort of sticking up and out through it. Kind of crooked. Yeah. What do you do?
I pick up
Going to
one of the
check the
flowers.
Beef, no matter how hard you try, your hands cannot pull and uproot one of these flowers.
Okay, then I lick one of the flowers that's on the ground.
It is delicious.
I try to eat the flower.
It's too tough. You can chew on it like a piece of plastic, but you'll never be able to swallow it.
Then I'll chew on it like a sheep. Just like on all fours, bent over on the ground, just like...
oh, I'm going to ignore that. But Should we go into the tower?
Love to. It is. I love this place. It is beautiful. It seems very magical. But I am afraid if we explore too far, we will never come back. Yeah.
The tyrant says, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. The place we landed on just fucking vanished before our eyes. Why don't we live a little for once? Maybe doing the safe thing isn't always the, correct thing.
If you want to lead the way...
Hell yeah, let's go. He kicks Beef in the ass, full-on kicks him, and, knocks him down the hill. That he
Beef
just...
whinnies.
Ride, my noble stallion, he says.
He runs on all fours. He tumbles a little bit, and he just goes, yeah, and just rides on.
I really need to stop hiring the mentally disabled. First Igor, now this guy. All right, I don't know what Ozark's doing, but I'm paying for this man's.
When we left, could I have picked up the staff?
Staff?
Yeah.
I think Beef literally was yelling. Narratively, you should have said that while you guys were leaving. I think it's a little late to go back on that one now. Honestly, okay. Beef could have just yeeted it over the monument wall, and now it's lost forever. So Beef, I suppose...
Yeah, I did just say he just chucked it.
Yeah, you just threw it. But we know you're a chaotic weirdo, so just give me a strength roll. Would you have just yeeted it into the fucking field?
Into oblivion.
It's just, Beef literally rolls.
Yeah.
I wanna, okay.
Natural 20 this.
After, oh, excuse me, God, my fucking voice. After he just fucking yeets it, and the tyrant kicks him in the ass, he just falls right in front of it. It's right there in front of him now.
No, it's not that far. I think you destroy this item, Beef Swellington. Whether you realize it or not, in your hubris, in your one-mindedness, and in your infantile rage and mentality, you threw it over the monument wall, and now it is lost to time, even away from Jerome.
Oh, Shrimble, not like that.
Damn. He's just out here destroying legendary items for no reason.
That Thunderbolt staff was very rare, mind you. It was not. One tier under. Casually, 6 charges of lightning bolt, and anyone to attack you just suffers an immediate 8d6 lightning damage.
Damn.
Yeah. It's a lot. It was a really good weapon.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. It's gone forever.
Now no one can have it.
Indeed. Gibby's entire... No, not Gibby. Runt's entire reason to exist. Beef Swellington ruined in a moment.
Yep. Isn't that funny? And the best part is, I literally couldn't care less. I think that's hilarious.
That's great. You all head to this tower. There is a lake, which is deceptively shallow. It looks infinitely deep, but, the tyrant's leading right now, and he doesn't really care, so he just, starts walking in to the water. And it only goes about thigh-high, so Runt, if he was here, would actually start to drown or need to swim.
Oh, no.
But with all of you tall boys here, you can just wade across. It's only 500 feet wide. And you get to this big, chunky tower, which just has a doorway that has been left open, and a ladder, which is kind of crookedly set up, so you have to go at it at a funny angle to truly ascend.
After you, yeah.
But yeah, the tyrant goes in. No big deal.
Going right behind.
Yep.
I follow right behind, still on all fours.
Someone roll me a 1d100.
I'll do it. 1.
Boo!
Wow!
Fuck.
So we all fall off the ladder and die? TPK?
This is how the world ends.
Not with a bang, but with a natural one.
On a D100.
On 100 too.
See, if I was running, I could re-roll that.
You shut the fuck up.
Nah, I don't like this loot. Let's do it again.
Wait. Oh my god, hang on. Well, at the very top of this tower, overlooking this beautiful land of weirdness and mystery, you will not see the sun, nor any celestial bodies. You'll see a lot of flowers, a lot of rolling hills, and finally... Oh. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, O'Reilly?
O'Reilly. Auto parts.
Sort of just waiting, hovering midair, is a gleaming longsword. It is made of some kind of shiny, beautiful, silvery material. Perhaps mithril, if some of you have seen that. Perhaps... No, it's not platinum. I think it is just made out of mithril. Yeah. There is quite a few different, like, hand guards just sort of sprouting from its hilt. Like 3 of them in total. Each one getting bigger than the last, starting from the pommel up. Or the handle up, I suppose. Into a beautiful, shining steel mithril longsword. The tyrant, being the first up to this thing, will, I suppose, loot horde grab it, since Yugu's a coward and keeps spurring him onwards. Be like, yeah, you touch it, fuck you, tyrant! And I suppose he will. Does this instantaneously curse and kill him?
Uh-oh.
Yugu responsible for the tyrant's death.
Yep.
Oh no!
No, it does not instantly curse and kill him. As soon as he puts his left hand on it, because his right hand is currently sort of out of action, you will notice that the hilt, the guard, if you will begin to glow a bright, beautiful blue. A beautiful azure, if you will. And as the tyrant focuses for a small moment, a very visible projected shield will appear. The very bottom of the guards, out of the 3 guards, beginning to glow. He's like, oh, cool.
Wow, so shiny.
You know, it's... See, Yugu? You can always trust a tower. And he just starts laughing.
Why don't you keep doing that, and you grab everything we run across, yeah? No problems.
Sure. Are you not going to do your, fancy little spell here?
Oh, I can, yeah.
Yeah.
Give me 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you exactly about it. Yeah.
Beef brings out his bagpipes again.
Beef, please no.
Yeah, I actually need to focus here. Yeah.
No, it's been a very long time since I've eaten, and by long time, I think it's been like 10 minutes. So I'm starving.
Beef, you say this in jest because none of you are hungry right now. This is a land where the human body does not need to eat. And maybe that is the most concerning thing for Beef Swellington ever, for once not being hungry.
It's never about the need for food, it's always about the want for food.
You have no want for food here.
Gasp. Heresy.
It's a pleasure now.
Indeed. You are free of your mortal failings here. Mr. Mans, I need a performance check. You do have advantage since the tyrant is here, but you are no longer being guided by Arvo.
Okay. Ooh. 17.
You begin to play for an hour. It's nice. It's a good song. but it's not the best.
Is it not orgasmic enough to rip open a hole in space?
Unfortunately, no.
I apologize. Without my teacher here, I feel a little off. We can keep trying if we want. I'll get it eventually.
Hello. I don't mean to be that guy, but I feel like your performance could have used a little bit more bagpipes.
Yeah, definitely. Just, you walk over that hill, and you play really, really loud for me, yeah?
Okay. And he's gonna walk over to that hill and play really, really loudly.
Oh, God.
Okay, Beef, you go back down. Do you crest the hill?
He'll stand on top of the hill so we can, like, try to see everyone.
Okay. Yeah, you can keep the tower in your line of sight. It's a little windy up here. Time will pass. But we're going to keep that 17 for the foreseeable future. At least until you have a true short rest or something. Fuck you!
Yeah.
You guys have some downtime here before Yugu can attempt this again. Or until someone shows up to rescue you, since I think Yugu legit needs a natural 20 here.
Yeah, I do. I forget what the concentration score was. I don't even know if I can pass it, which is why
it was a DC 20 con save.
Oh, that.
Which also requires a natural 20.
No,
basically
18 or higher. I guess that one's easier.
That advantage regardless. But is there anything you guys like to do or say or talk about? I mean, you don't need to sleep, but people will get bored. And, you're in some weird alternate plane. Shit's a little bit weird right now.
Beef will come back after playing his heart out on his bagpipes, and still seeing that, no portal is there, or that nobody really calls for him. He just kind of wanders back and said, "So, since that didn't work, you guys want to hear about my beautiful, wonderful Swollerina?"
No.
I have already heard about Swollerina, but I'm going to check out this lake to see if there's anything there.
Yeah. You can start looking around the lake. How do you... Well, what do? There the lake is! You look around...
Yeah, I'm just like going back and forth, winding through it, see if there's like a hole in like the middle of it or somewhere that's like you're supposed to like swim down it. Maybe like a secret passage.
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
Oh, 11.
11. I think Mirth will spend quite some time waiting around trying to find it. Because the lake's top, like, surface down, looks super deep. And then, like, you're taking a step forward. And you're like, okay, my foot is now just elongated forever. You don't find any visible holes because it looks like you're literally wading through a pit. Like an endless chute, if you will.
This is weird. That's what Mirth is doing.
Hugo, you need a rest. Playing for an hour is a long-ass time. Sorry about that, Nav.
You're good. Is there anything else in the tower? Or, like... Are we on first floor, second floor? Like, what's the...
The tower is about 40 feet currently in the air. or 40 feet up in the air, where before it becomes like insustainable to climb. You guys are on one of the top floors, if not what used to be a top floor. The architecture is old, very old, but it's not like brick stone or brick, brick layering that has like mortar in between it. It's almost like a solid piece of stone that has been carved out and then had like wooden floors put into it. And then like these ladders that used to be straight, but just due to the fact that the tower's leaning, the ladders are now leaning also.
Is
Oh,
there
You cast
anywhere
silence.
else?
Yep. Good night's best.
Oh, I don't know. I was just.
Nav, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
Is there anywhere else we have? I might just like be picturing this wrong in my head. Do we have access to any other of the tower, or is it just kind of
You're basically at the top. I mean, you can scale the rest to the actual top. There wasn't really a trap door. I guess this is just a sealed off ceiling, as though no one's supposed to get to the second floor. Or not the second floor, to the roof. And once you're on the roof, you find it's a domed, singular stone, just dome. Rather, I don't know, do you have any, like, sort of masonry thing? You're not a dwarf, so.
No.
Big rock.
Yeah. How do you study this tower, Nav? Do you even care to?
I don't think so. Not really. If there's like nothing in it, then
Yeah.
I mean,
You come to what must have been like a weather vane, like one of those metal things that just sort of rotate, just as like a handhold. And you look out over the endlessness. You, during this time, look back to where the monument was that you had come from. You can see over the gentle sloping hill, but that monument is fucking gone, Chief. As though it had never been there in the first place.
I would hate if we had to fucking walk around in this place. God damn. Okay, I'll go back then.
Yeah. You see Yugu is beginning to rest, regain his inner magics. Beef Swellington is serenading them with a silenced bagpipe.
Yeah, he's playing his bagpipes. He can hear them in his mind, but no one else can.
True. And I suppose the tyrant is laying down too. Just sort of hanging out, vibing.
You see anything, Nav? Something cool in the distance?
No. An endless field of flowers like it always has been. Okay. I'm gonna pretend to sleep, because that's still a little novel for me.
You all will eventually start what is a short rest. I don't know if anybody truly needs it mechanically. I think
I need to heal a little bit.
Nav gets a spell
I need
back.
to be able to stun people
Yeah,
again.
that's
True.
Don't forget your extra D6.
True.
Well, I might, depending on what I roll, I might not need it. Because I'm missing, like, 10 HP.
Very nice.
Yeah. I'm missing 2 HP. We'll see if this gives me enough. Yeah, okay. Does aid go away?
Yeah.
8 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, then yeah, I'm back to full HP.
Cool. During this time, Mirth, you'll get bored of wading through the water, and you'll more or less switch out with the Tyrant, who's like, fuck it, this is a vacation now. And he's basically just going to make the most of this and play in the water, like a child. It's kind of weird watching a 20-something-year-old guy and his murderous bodyguard just throw water at each other. One of them is enjoying it. The other is definitely not. But, you know, you never get to see your boss and also, like, the tyrant of a country do this kind of shit, which is a little novel, if anything else. Or if nothing else. And time...
I'd probably join them at some point in time. That's
hell yeah. Fucking bring it home, baby. You guys
especially, I'm going to throw just a little bit more water at the bodyguard because she hates it.
She fucking hates that shit, dude.
Just a little bit, you know, just like an extra splash or two.
Yeah. Beef is going to try and cannonball into the water and get everyone wet.
Beef, you cannonball into the... Are you jumping from the top of the tower?
You know, he just might.
Beef, do it. Fucking, what's stopping you, Chief? You're a barbarian. What is 4d6 fall damage, right?
260-pound man.
Is this our beach episode?
This is your beach episode.
You're
getting one fucking beach episode.
For the entire campaign, across all 3 groups, we got the beach episode.
Congratulations. Yeah, Beef, do you do it?
Yeah, I do it.
Okay, you jump into the lake, which was stated before being around thigh deep. And all of you watch Beef just cannonball straight in, and he does not resurface.
Huh? Oh. Wait, what?
Yeah, he just went straight through the ground.
I'm gonna waddle through that area.
Yeah, he's not there at all. You're standing exactly where he went through, and there's no, like, hole or anything in there.
I think Beef got our way out.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump off the tower as well.
The tire... Are we... Okay, suicide pact, let's go. Fuck it. Drenched in water from Nav, fucking just hitting him with waves. You guys run up to the tower. Yugu just immediately jumps off.
I hesitate for a little bit before I jump.
Yeah. Do you all do this?
Fuck it, sure.
Yeah, fuck it, suicide pact.
Let's go.
The tyrant jumps, dragging his bodyguard off the side with him. In the weirdest...
The swan dive to your deaths.
Yes.
What's their face look like as they fall?
Completely stoic, uninterested, and uncaring. As though this is not even an issue.
Suicide?
Yeah, fuck
I'll
it.
be fine.
That will be fine, right?
Yeah. Nothing bad ever
Yugu goes first into the water. After Beef, of course. Followed by probably the Tyrant and his bodyguard. Followed by Nav and Mirth. And you all jump through, feeling the sucking mud that was once on your feet part for you now. And you all will fall. Maybe 5 minutes or so after. No, not even that. Probably like 2 minutes once the true puzzle's answer was solved by Beef's just fragrant disregard for its own life. You all will fall, and we will find out where you fall here after our break. Guys, we'll be right back.
Dummy thick brain, let's go.
Hello, everybody, and our boys have just teleported somewhere in the world. I've already rolled it. It's not Destry. But you are getting closer. It's somewhere between the two city-states that you have called out.
Oh, Sanctuary and Destry?
Oh, fuck,
Somewhere
yeah.
between there.
Man, just, the few areas in between.
Yeah.
Let us cut this music. We are no longer in the happy, beautiful landscape. No, the first thing that Beef Swellington quickly understands is that he is no longer in a place where he is not hungry and cannot eat the terrain, because he is covered in dirt. As he shakes off this red sand, smells an acrid stench just fill his nostrils. It smells like death, of just constant farts. You feel hot. It's hot here. It's also just fucking dry. It's not great. And as you look around a mountain range, Beef Swellington, give me a perception check.
Okay. Okay, Dad.
Yes. Oh my god, you see it.
My special eyes.
With your special eyes, you see that you are in some kind of gorge or gulch, maybe. Maybe a big-ass valley, like a valley range. There are mountains towering thousands of feet above you. Then you see, just on the cusp of your vision, kind of phasing in and out with just the sky, the world pillar. It's several hundred miles away, you're pretty sure. But the world pillar is visible, like, from normal city on a very good day. So, like, 400 miles?
But can I use the sun to kind of determine, like, what direction it is from me? Like, is it...
Yeah, give me a nature check. That's what I need from you. Okay. That's what that skill does.
Because in normal city, it would always be south, and everyone would know this, because, it doesn't fucking move. But now that I'm not in normal city...
True. You don't even see the sun. The sun has either just risen and is on one side of a valley, or it's setting and it's, on the other side of a fucking valley. Or, it's directly above you and you can't see that big blinding spot because your corneas are just, like, knocked out from all the times you stared at the sun when you were a child. Because let's face it, Beef Swellington is not the smartest man. Where is
follow the dots, it'll lead you to treasure.
True. God. Where is it? Where's my brutal wasteland? Lonesome West, Ghost Town, Frozen Waste? What does Frozen Waste sound like? Okay, enough. Beast Swellington, what you see is something that is both terrifying and pretty wondrous at the same time. You see, sort of scrounging around on the ground, maybe like a mile away from you, sort of darting between like crooks and rocks, because this is a jagged wasteland. You see crags, you see gorge. Well, you're in a gorge. You're smelling this, like, weird volcanic sulfur. Not that Beef Swellington knows what sulfur is at all, but just a stench of just constant death. And you see this, like, blue lizard. It's maybe a mile away. It's quite sizable. And you're like, huh.
Whoa.
What do you do,
That
Beef?
looks... well, he's gonna look around and see that none of his friends are here.
True.
He's gonna wonder that, am I in hell? Did I cannonball my way into hell? And then he's like, wait, no.
You know? Yeah.
No, I definitely didn't. Because he reaches into his pocket and he finds a meat pie and begins to eat it. definitely not hell.
Yeah, it's just super smashed. You've fallen on it poorly.
Gross.
He starts snorting into it like a pig, like, and and he's just kind of like, he's gonna keep an eye on the lizard, but he's just gonna kind of stand here, not really sure what to do.
Okay, so you're not like going to ground, you're just standing out in the open so that anything can see you?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's not smart. He's just gonna, he's a scared, frightened man-child who's all alone and without any of his friends.
True. We're trying to find this thing's stat block to get its actual perception. Because its passive may just outright see you here. I don't want to open my book. I know it's in my book somewhere. No, it's not Tiamat. We've seen how that goes down.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just a random Tiamat in the middle of the fucking wastes.
Welcome to the cartoon of Dungeons and Dragons.
Welcome to Castle Power Episode 1, where you fight Tiamat.
True.
One of many.
Is this what it is? No.
Are you looking for the Bahir stat block?
Oh, see, you're looking for Tiamat. You need to look for Tia Rug.
Shut the fuck up.
Thank you for getting the joke.
Unbelievable. Alright, I'm gonna roll this dice now. And let's see if you get spotted. You do indeed get spotted. Mr. Beef Swellington.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This blue lizard thing, a mile away. You know, a mile away, right? It can't possibly see you as you're T-posing in the middle of a wasteland. Not in cover, not hiding, not even gone to ground. You just fucking, I'm afraid. And yeah, you're spotted. And this thing, this bad boy, will come up to you. It's got a little bit of, you know, it'll do that like stop motion as it clearly sees you. And then, you know, it'll scamper forward. Coming to fuck your day.
He'll start seeing it moving towards him. He's gonna like cock his head, like, is it moving towards me or is it just moving in general? Oh no, it's definitely moving towards me.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna start looking to like get above ground, or like get elevation.
Okay, so you want to head towards elevation where it'll be slowed down as you try to like ascend. That's what I'm understanding.
Yeah, I don't know why he just thinks being up higher means more safe, because being on top of a building makes you more safe, so why would it not be the same for rocks?
Okay. That's fair. So it needs... Okay, so...
Times.
No, that can't be right. 52 times 0.6. Okay. So it will be upon you quite quickly. It has much faster than a 6-minute mile. But you can run. You can run for 6 seconds, and if you just keep running, at least you'll have a chance to outpace it for at least a little bit. I mean,
yeah.
It will gain on you. It has weight. It has so many fucking legs. Holy shit.
How many legs, John?
What is your speed?
40 base.
Okay. So yeah, you can keep this like 1 minute or 1 mile, you know, gap for quite some time. So much so that the rest of your team will kind of materialize here in this dangerous valley. Now the real question is, how close is this thing to that spot where everybody else was summoned while you took off for 2 minutes? So if you're hauling 80 movement speed per turn trying to get ground, and you have 2 minutes. That's 20 turns. 20 times 80 is how many feet?
1600.
Alright, so you're 1,600 feet away from your team. This thing's like 4,000 feet away from you. Okay, so everyone should have time to react quite quickly. Or at least get their bearings and see this beast barreling towards you all. Okay. I don't have a battle map prepared, nor a token for this particular creature. So I think we're going to do...
in Tulsa anymore.
True. Very true. What do I have in terms of Wasteland? I have Wasteland maps. I can pull one out. Not that we really need one. Do you want a scuff map, guys? I feel like this is time for a scuff map.
Scuff map. Hand drawn. Let's go.
Let's do it. We've missed it. The scuffedest of maps. There we go. Wow. Please drag your tokens. Everyone in the middle except for Gibby's character. Please go there.
I will go south.
Go south. That seems smart. Let us go to Tulst. Unique characters.
So gave me my token.
Oh yeah, true.
Why are you so small?
I'm a busy man. What can I say? I'm sorry.
Wow. I make my nameplate for him, and he doesn't even give me a token. Sad.
True. Oh, you don't have a token either. Wow. You're just a small fat guy. Rip. Here, we'll make you size huge for now, Gibby, just so everyone can see it.
Epic.
Here. Everyone, come look at this man's. Come look at this
He's so pretty.
He's so pretty.
Look at that tooth gap. Jeez.
I don't think he'll be part of this encounter, so you honestly don't need to be.
Good luck.
Let us go.
I'm just gonna leave. Last hour, I'm just gonna be watching and you know, the VOD.
I don't think it'll last that long.
That's kidding.
We'll die. We'll
the strongest person in Tulsa.
Yeah, you guys do have the tyrant and his bodyguard. So
you only have quite possibly the two most broken D&D characters ever created. Let's just pull out a fucking zombie dragon over here. Not that the chat can stream. John knows what its hit points are. He can roll the hit points real quick. A casual number, which he will GM roll to himself. Plus this is often one above average. Very nice.
Very nice.
Always.
There we go. Everyone should be able to see that red health bar. Perfect. And then we will bust out the Tyrant's token, as well as his bodyguard. Tyrant. Oh, his health bar didn't show up. Am I hiding his health bar on purpose? I think I might be.
Us? The players?
The players? In case one of you betrays him? You are not at 3 HP. What the fuck? Okay. There we go. Okay. With that being said, this thing has quite a bit of distance to travel. Any range deterrents that you guys have you want to deal with?
I can mock viciously, but...
Okay, well, that's fair.
I can blast it.
Eldritch Blast, and then we have a monk who, of course, doesn't have range capabilities.
I can throw my +1 dagger.
Beef, do you watch in hiding, or do you run back to your group?
No, as soon as he sees his friends reappear, he's gonna start booking it.
Alright,
he won't make it in time, but
it.
He's gonna try to regroup.
Cool. Everyone else gets ready. Tyrant, where's your sheet, you stupid fuck? There we go. Yeah, I am hiding his hit points for a very good reason. Alrighty. Okay. Let us see what our boy Tyrant can do. What is the range of his Eldritch Blast? Guys, I think you're going to be the first people to see just a bit of the Tyrant's capabilities here.
Oh.
Yeah, we saw a tiny bit again when he fought against Arabella.
Yeah,
but that was
but
just
now you're gonna get like
explosive stuff.
numbers, which will help, I believe. Isn't that what we
I
all
love
want
numbers.
when JC eventually DMs his, DM and says like, "Hey John, I want to take a crack at a tyrant."
I need your stat block.
Can
Stat.
you
eventually happen.
Yeah, there's a chance for betrayal here in this campaign.
The chance, you say?
Yeah.
Only a chance that it might happen, and not the fact that it has already happened.
Yeah, you guys may be planning his end in a secret Discord that I have secret access to. But we'll keep that. Oh shit! Suddenly music. I am checking this man's Eldritch Blast range because he was trained as a warlock. I think it is the casual 1800 feet.
Very casual.
Yeah, this man got Spell Sniper. I thought that feat was banned.
I thought so too. No, what's it called? Eldritch Spear? 300
Oh, that
feet?
makes it 300, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
300.
so this thing has 100 foot... Okay, so he's gonna get fucking 3 volleys off of Eldritch Blast. And at that level, I think it's 4. 4 beams?
Yeah.
So... 12 beams of Eldritch Blast are going to go off immediately.
So he started blasting.
Yeah. 12d 20.
Oh my god.
Let's see this thing's AC.
I think one of
He
those
rolled
missed.
so bad.
At least
All
two
of those hit.
missed. What?
Even the 3? Even
There's
the
a 2 in there. What do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, this thing doesn't have as high AC as I thought it would. Guys, what do you want from me?
Okay.
It has really low AC. It has fucking less AC
Yeah,
than
I'll take
fucking
it.
Jerome does. What do you? It's an animal. Okay. Yeah, those all fucking hit.
What, 12d10 plus 40? Or 60?
No, way more.
M-
Who wants to roll
Way
12d10 plus 120?
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, he has a plus 10 to his damage roll?
He kills this thing before it even gets to you. It had 163 hit points and does not have force resistance. So it just fucking dies.
Like,
How far
okay.
does it skid on the ground as its momentum carries it forward?
You know, I think at one point it tried to run away. But by then it was just too late. Because this thing was just dashing forward, hoping to get within range of a breath weapon. And it doesn't. It just doesn't get... It doesn't even get within 20 feet of you all. It just fucking dies. We're just gonna end the combat music as I realized how fucking... the big-ass face screams closer.
Oh,
God.
What's going on?
So,
Okay. Yeah, you just watched your boss absolutely wreck a monster that is around 60 feet long in totality, has around 12 separate legs with 2 big-ass claws, and is seeming to, well, it was just sort of letting out ripples of, like, this sulfuric acid just out as soon as it, like, took a hit of damage. And now it's just, like, liquefying itself as the stomach lining that has just been pierced over and over by eldritch blasts are dissolving the rest of this thing's carcass.
Well, as much as I would like to watch you murder animals, Tyrant, you think you could call someone?
Yeah, Shade's
know where we
already
are.
Shade's made a call.
Okay,
Ozark should be
perfect.
here within like 5 minutes.
Oh, we are having
Nice.
Ozark pick us up.
Yeah. He saves his good shit for me. Just in case this kind of thing happens. And you guys will look around this, like, valley you're in that just smells like absolute shit. Give me perception checks. Fucking hell.
Oh, I have eyes.
Yugu has eyes, and he sees... Oh, Nav rolling the natural 20. It makes narrative sense as well. Murph, you did yours. Beef Swallington's blind. He doesn't care about seeing.
He tries to eat the dead
I
animal.
already rolled my perception check when I first got here. I got 22.
Yeah, that was for the monster that was, like, moving. This is more like a cursory... Yeah.
He's also just sprinting towards them, so he's not looking around.
Okay, that's fine. You're hauling ass. It's like the opening scene from 28 Weeks Later, minus the zombies.
Running on all fours like a goat.
Like an animal. Nav, you don't know what it is, but tugging your consciousness to the north, maybe it's your sword, you think, as you just like... There's something up there. You don't see it, but you detect something. As if 4 great red eyes are watching you, who at one point you were obligated to challenge. Yugu, you see nothing. You see, well, I guess you see monsters, more of those weird blue things that are blending in with this sulfuric haze that is settling in this gross-ass valley that you're trapped in.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a second level spell slot. Make like a TP, right? Just
An
a little
umbrella.
tent. Yeah. Well,
Like
I want it to be
parasail.
more like a TP. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Cover myself up, get the dust out.
Yeah. Okay. In true to his word, I suppose, the tyrant's Ozark will appear. A jank-looking one at that, who quickly just sort of pops into existence, surprises you all by shouting, "Bleh!" Eyes bulging from his skull. Says, "Your Amazon delivery has arrived!" As he begins to more or less just start drawing on the ground.
Do we always get a weird Ozark?
Yeah. Why? Is that what you asked?
Yes. Why?
Why must you?
It has to be a few sane ones.
Yeah,
around.
they're held in reserve. Because we don't care if these ones are lost.
I see.
And the old man, muttering to himself like a crazed lunatic, is completely oblivious to what is being said. He's trying to, like, gesture you with his foot and his, like, weird curled toenails to, like, move together in a group, like, around your parasail and, like, squish up. Because I don't think he can get everybody in the first go.
Beef comes running in. Guys!
Yeah, you make it in time, Beef. No big deal. Do you hug Mirth, your friend, who abandoned
I hug
you?
Mirth.
Oh.
Mirth, where
He
did
hugs
you
you.
go? I was all alone. There was a big scary monster. It was chasing me.
It's okay. It's okay. I pat your head.
I didn't want to fight it alone. I had all my friends around me, and then I cannonballed, and then I thought I went to hell, and now I didn't.
Are clothes still wet?
No, they are not.
Okay, well, we followed you as quickly as could. So you didn't have to fight it alone. And Tyrant took care of it.
Yeah, mister, you're pretty strong.
Beef, get him a fucking circle.
I mean, he's hugging Mirth in the circle.
Yeah, but even then, like, he's, like, moving Nav and Yugu to, like, also
I'm
get in on the hug, to save up more space. Everyone's squeezing with Beef, who's just taking up so much space.
I'm just so big and huggable.
Yep.
I can't help it.
10 minutes will go by of awkward hugging. At one point, you know, it becomes apparent that, like, the magic's not immediately gonna go off, and everyone's getting, like, sticky and sweaty, just, like, in the sun. Yugu has time to move his big-ass parasail tent thing over. Hopefully it'll transport with you guys. As the spell, I think it's called Teleportation Circle, will go off.
What?
And you all will fall through the ground, just like you did at that well/lake, and appear quite quickly to the Tyrant's Court. All the way back in Tolst. Just from the ceiling. You'll suffer fall damage, but it'll instantly heal back as the Tyrant does his stupid aura of healing. And he will immediately ask how many people have died in my absence. And he will find out that 2 old people that he was keeping alive through magic immediately keeled over the moment he was gone. And for the past 12 hours, you know, it's been a news reporting. These 2 are the first people who have died in Tulsa since the Tyrant took over the city.
I was about to say, a lot of things were being upheld with the Tyrant being in Tolst. So him being gone for an entire short rest is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, it is. A lot of people got injured because many people take advantage of the fact that the Tyrant heals them. So they do stupid shit like jump off buildings to get down to the bottom of a building rather than taking the stairs or elevator.
Who does that, I wonder?
Yeah. You know, most people are like, oh yeah, fuck it. Well, when news broke that the Tyrant's gone and that healing thing would be, you know, gone for a little while, most people had enough common sense not to test their luck. Some people didn't get the message and have hence been hospitalized, which is terrible because Tulsa doesn't have much need for doctors during this age, and most have, like, moved out of just the city because they have nothing to do. It's a hassle. But you guys are back. You have a crown ring that the Tyrant has, as well as a longsword, apparently. That was just found wherever the hell you went to. So he's going to pass the sword off to an Ozark. And he will more or less be like, hey, where's Arvo at? Yeah. Did he drop dead too? And Ozark will play coy and be like, oh, you know, he's somewhere. I don't know where he is. He doesn't like me. And the Tyrant will be like, alright then, I guess I'm gonna go find Arvo then.
I'm gonna tag along with them.
We'll be our little ducklings to the Mother Goose.
If that's what you want. Your mother hen, the Tyrant himself, will go back to the Ulathaean area. If you're not interested or your characters have no reason to be there, you can more or less peace out now as downtime resumes once more.
No, I want to be there for this.
Okay. You will go to the chamber, the performance hall. No one will be there. You will head to the forge, where no one will be. Until finally, you find a group of Ulathaeans sort of standing at a doorway. And it becomes quickly apparent that this is where most of the crew of the Judgment of Longing is, as the tyrant makes his presence known. And he enters the room as people make a path for him. You guys will kind of be stopped at the doorway itself. You'll be able to spectate what occurs. But the tyrant is more or less walking up to, like, a bed where Arvo has been laid down and sort of splayed out. You've never once seen him out of that mechanized chair before, that he had basically no control over. And Irithyll is there beside him, just on the edge of the bed, holding his withered hand. The tyrant will have a very quiet word with Irithyll. And then he will more or less take her spot as she stands up and has been clearly crying. The tyrant begins to more or less tear up as he takes Arvo's wrinkled hand as well. I don't know if any of you are capable. What's everyone's passive perception, I guess, as you strain your ears? 16.
14.
11.
Okay. And Nav has none. Yeah. I don't think any of you hear it. It's too far away. The shuffling of all of the Ulathayans breathing is just...
Let me see. Ooh, let me see.
Yeah. There is an exchange between these two leaders. And at one point, the tyrant shows off the ring, which Arvo's barely mobile hand, which will just touch. And it will begin to glow. And then expand into a crown, as you saw it initially. And then with, like, the strain and awkwardness that comes from Arvo lifting it, which you think is impossible. Nav has muscle on his bone. Arvo's basically a skeleton. But he lifts the crown just as easy as he would a pen or a pencil. And the tyrant shifts off the bed onto a kneeling position where Arvo will place the crown upon his head. His words will be heard by the Ulathayan people, as well as you all, as he relinquishes and abdicates his position. There's no ceremony. There's no great cheer or hurrah. This is something you feel nobody in this entire mile radius wanted. But as the ritual ends, Arvo's hand will fall. And it won't move. There is a heavy moment of deflation as everybody realizes what has occurred. And a lot of people will just start crying there and then. Some of them will be much louder than others, but most of the Ulatheans, they're warriors here. Like, you're surrounded by the bodyguard who have taken off helmets and have, like, put aside weapons to just spectate their king's final moments. And the tyrant staring at the corpse of someone he's worked with for over a year, who he cannot heal and keep alive through magic, will just sort of take this elder's hand and put it up to his face and forehead. Irithyll will join him at one point, and they will just quietly mourn side by side. What? In no particular order. I guess we can start with whoever first speaks. But what's going through your heads right now? You are spectating a historic moment.
We finished something. Whatever, at least the group initially, they explored all the ruins. We crowned a king. Maybe not us specifically, but we found a crown. We gave it to a king. We kind of were the catalyst behind this. Even Arvo dying, we're the catalyst behind that. I guess, more specifically me. I did that. I made him die by bringing in the tyrant with us, or forcing him to come. All of this is our actions, whether very directly or indirectly. This is something we did.
For Nav, it's a little... I don't know if bittersweet is the right, like, wording, because, like, the Ulathans are not necessarily, like, friends, right? They're allies, yes, but they're not friends. But also at the same time, like Irithyll, like, and some of the other Ulathans, they're, like, quirky, like they have their quirks, but Arvo, out of everybody in this castle aside from maybe the tyrant, was the most like respectable or respected or like even toned out of everybody here. Like, he knew what he was here for and he knew his purpose. And that's just gone now. I would say, like, he wasn't ever a friend, but Nav respected him, at least. I mean, him and Yugu, Nav and Yugu were in a plot with Arvo to get something from Ozark. Like, yeah, I don't... This was like a natural conclusion, and we knew that based on what Arvo had said, but it's still not, like, nobody's glad that this conclusion came.
Earth has heard stories. Stories about Tyrant, about the Ulathang King. It's all secondhand about who they are, what they are, and what their lives are supposed to be looking like. In this moment, there's nothing to be stated for what these people are, but they're just like everyone else. They have same things inside, same he knows that he is responsible somewhat, as he had a gold in mind, and now the king is now resting. Another king has died because he accomplished what he was set out to do. And hopefully we can respect that. And respect his image. What he left behind.
Gibby, you're the last one left.
I know. I'm trying to think that this is just the absolute worst time to have had switched characters.
Yeah! I agree.
Beef thinks, yummy.
I thought we would have taken a little
jerky.
bit longer to finish this quest, because if I knew how close we were, I would have waited. But, you know, here we are. And here's Beef Swellington. He may not be smart. He may not be privy to all the information that I, Gibby, have. But he's read, to the best of his ability, the action reports, or at least had someone read them to him. So he has a basic understanding of the outline of what's happening here, and just seeing everyone here. He may be dumb, but he's not stupid. He understands the gravity of what just happened, that everything that they just went through led up to something that had been in motion for months, to something that is potentially world-changing permanently, that's going to shift the balance of power throughout the entire continent, but also comes with a heavy price, as he would have known of Arvo, because him and Mirth, when they went and tried to talk about the maze and potentially dealing with illusions, and, he would have done a little tiny bit of research on Arvo to at least know, like, hey, this guy's, really important to this task force specifically. And seeing just an entire, auditorium filled with warriors, with big, beefy boys and girls like himself, brought to tears, is enough to give him the understanding that he needs, that this is not something to be celebrated. This is not something to be enjoyed. This might be a triumph, but it is also a horrible, horrible loss.
That it is.
People will begin to filter out. A few of the tyrant's closer people will somewhat make their way in. Out of the corner of the room, you will see that an Ozark was there, just hidden behind, well, not hidden, but just out of view, having watched the moment. You all will eventually kind of just split up. There's not going to be a continuation of the adventure. You've completed this quest. And now it's time.
I want to wait.
Okay. You wait. Well, what are you waiting for, I guess is my question.
I want an opportunity to talk to Eothil about the Eulethane instrument. I really want to try and give it to her, because it is kind of theirs. But I honestly don't know what to do with it. And I feel like it's the right thing to do, to give it back to them, at least this one thing.
Okay. Yeah, there will be an opportunity. Yugu has a reason to stay. I don't know if Beef or Mirth do.
No,
I
not
don't know
really.
if Nav does either.
I would want to say something to Irithyll, but I think Nav is more of a give it a few days type of guy. I will say Nav might wait for Yugu on like the outside of the room though.
Okay. Yugu, your opportunity will come about 5 hours later, after more people kind of disperse and go in on their own, meekly kind of approaching to give their, respects before, the proper funeral / wake procession, or however the Ulathayans mourn their dead. You'll see people. But Irithyll at one point will just like walk out, tired of it, and you will have your moment.
Oh, just wait a minute, Miss Irithyll.
Yeah. What's up, Yugu?
And I'll pull out the UI in both my hands. I'm a little afraid if I keep this, maybe Ozark or the Tyrant, people take stuff from us. So I'm thinking I'll give it to you, because you seem to be better at keeping things than I am. It's a little more important to you, I think.
Yugu, you know Irithyll. She wears a mask of violence on herself all of the time. And it was briefly broken by exhaustion. And as she sees this thing, this object of the last king before Arvo, that she sent you all to hunt, that responsibility that you felt inside, you can see is similarly shared by Irithyll. Ultimately, she started you all on this quest. She saved the first people, who now have sort of whittled away to be replaced by the second generation of the Discovery team. And that is a very painful thing to just be given. She will take it. It's her responsibility to. But it is the most painful exchange you've had, where she visibly winces as she takes it.
I'll put my hand around hers on the instrument and say, I had a lot of good times looking for this. It was not fun, but I'll remember them, at least. I hope you do too.
Can you give me a persuasion check not to seem like an insensitive asshole, please?
Mm-hmm. Oh, one.
Natural one.
So
You
does
died.
Can't
That
kill
is
me
the
here.
worst possible outcome.
Yeah.
Ew.
You know, this magical item that I've been hunting for. You know, it wasn't great. I saw my family. I had to butcher my own family to fucking get this piece of shit. Or to get out of a tower, which was just a throwaway fucking adventure. But
Actually,
man,
all
I
of
did
my
have
family.
some good memories.
Oh.
I think she's just gonna stare at you. Not conveying what you are immediate... Yugu immediately gets this just sense of, like, this was not the right thing to say. I should go.
You keep that. We'll talk later. Right?
Yugu's an
Gotcha,
awkward
gotcha.
guy as he starts to walk away.
Backwards. I don't like
Yeah.
facing her. I walk.
Of course.
Yeah,
you
so
know.
I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was
You know,
just-
and-
Nav, I feel
uh,
like... I feel like Nav would get, like, secondhand embarrassment, you know? Like, watching a
So,
fucking
was this-
TV sitcom just
was
go
this
off the...
happening outside of the doorway?
Yeah!
At, like,
Oh,
you-
almost. Yeah, immediately she walks out.
So,
and I go,
like,
"Oh,
not
hey, excuse
just
me,
you,
take this."
but, like, 4 other people saw this as well. Like, some of them in the queue to, like, go in. And she was leaving, and then he fucking ambushes her with this shit.
Damn.
You put it like that.
Yeah, Nav?
as he's like, as Yugu is like backing up, walking away, like we're done with like the okay, so I'm gonna go, and he's like actually like doing like the speed walk to get the fuck away from that situation. Nav is gonna like fall in line next to him and be like, maybe now wasn't the best time to have done this.
Oh, I had it. Arvo had it before, and they wouldn't let me keep it, so I thought they were gonna take it from me, so I just wanted to give it back before they took it. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, maybe avoid her for a while, and
Oh, that is always the plan. She is terrifying.
I'm gonna talk to her. I was gonna talk to her later. I'll see if I can
Rough it
convey
out,
what
you
you
know.
were trying to say.
You know, it's weird talking to not my family. Like, I talk to you guys a little bit, and then Tyrant and Ozark, but I don't talk to a lot of people, you know?
No, yeah, I get you. I'm just, you know, yeah. I mean, hey, people are hard. Words are hard. I get it.
You walk off consoling your friend, Nav, glancing back at the person who is just internalizing some kind of emotion. Your time will come to speak with her again, but I feel like we should do experience, because you guys have done what no other person has truly set out to do, since no other person, no other group has had a genuine story quest. You started this quest at session 1. Even though Mirth / Orion wasn't there to begin it, he was there for the majority of it. And that should be noted. You've lost many friends along the way. We as people have lost one as well.
I'm gonna pull one out for John, Kushin.
Pour one out.
Pull one
We got
out
our
for me.
our rocks. Rocks out for
Two.
Kushim.
Rocks
Rocks
out.
out for John.
Right next to me at all times.
Boom.
Mine too.
On the side desk. Rocks
right
out.
here.
He may never see this, but in his heart,
Oh,
he will
probably
know.
he will never.
Probably.
It does his job correct. Yeah.
True. You guys gained quite a bit through this. Part of it was even defeating Jerome, learning about him. I did not forget. You figured out who Erithil is. You have seen his life and times. And by extension, you have seen Jerome, or gained great insight onto an enemy. Are you guys ready to have experience?
Yes.
I'm ready for math.
I'm ready for all of the experience.
All of you gain 11,250 experience points.
Wow.
I did Nav's character sheet, or I calculated him because I know he's the highest EXP right now. That brings Nav up to 54,186, which brings him to level 9.
Me and Mirth start at like base level 7.
Yes.
So 23,000, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's still enough. We become 34,250.
Yep.
Which is enough to get us... It's literally 250 experience points to get us to level 8. A literal full level up from that.
I will also hit level 9.
Okay. I think that is going to bring our new level average up to level 8 for the entire Discord.
Bringing up the average once again. Let's go, boys.
You have
You're welcome, guys.
bookmarked the world. You have changed a fundamental aspect of this campaign by completing this quest. The Tyrant is now no longer just the Tyrant of Tolst. He's the King of Ulithil. And he will be bringing their armies south. As well as all of their people.
Let's go! They're no longer just
Wow.
allies. Now they belong to us. Let's fucking go.
I don't know if that wording is...
Well, I mean, like us as in Tolst, right? Like we're all now unified as one group, as opposed to them being
All we
allies.
have to do is kill their king. Like that's so easy.
It's just like when we kill a PC, right? To get the extra experience.
And then we take their
exactly.
jobs.
Oh, I should have counted the Tyrant. He should gain some experience. Maybe I should subtract some from what you guys
No, you fuck
Maybe
up.
like 269. That way you guys are trapped at level 7 or something.
251.
251.
Yeah, there we go.
No.
You guys have leveled. We have 10 minutes left of our session, which means we have like time for one more scene. If we want to do that real quick while you guys level up on your own time. I did not count any experience for combat from that battle, by the way. That had
I didn't
nothing
think
to
you
do.
would.
Yeah, of course not.
Yeah.
That was barely a
That was us watching the
Map.
Tyrant
One
hit
shot.
something
Block.
12 times.
Yeah.
Fucking, yeah.
Most important role of the night.
He anime flicked his wrist and like the buildings
Yeah.
behind him.
He literally like snapped his fingers. and
Fucking,
it fucking
King
exploded.
Gilgameshed him. Just fucking 12 bolts of energy. That's a Fate reference for my Fate fans out there.
Yeah, I got it.
Hell yeah. Fate's awesome. I don't know if we want to end it here. If that's what we want to do. But,
I mean, do you have a scene in mind?
not necessarily. I will have more news for you next time we meet up. Because you will need another fucking down... You guys have basically spent this entire month in downtime.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what we are going to find out about. I don't know. It is the 27th when the Tyrant is crowned King of Ulithil. In September... September 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 3rd of September... In September... Wait, what? Yes, no, this is correct, right? I'm not lying. I feel like this is correct.
Sure.
Only you know, John.
Long rest complete. There we go. I think we're all in September now, except for the raid team. No. Raid team's in September. Yeah. Okay. No, we're good. We're now all in September. Fuck. Not a lot of shit happened in this past week. A lot of stuff is upcoming. So let's talk about the future of this campaign for you guys. You have done it. You have completed what the Discovery team has set out to do. This was your entire team's objective. Winter is coming. And as we all know in Tulst, the blizzards get to almost Arctic conditions. It's not a nice place. Having a war in Tulst during winter is impossible. People more or less bunker down, which gives you all an opportunity to do things that are not task force related. I would come up with ideas of something that is character driven, not objective focused on the court. Additionally, some things have happened in the armory, I believe. Yes. 2 days after the auction is when all of this shit went down. So, all that auction log items are now within the armory properly, as well as this new sword that literally was just a random roll. You guys rolled a natural 20 on the loot drop while in the field, and you found a legendary item.
Guys, can I get the sword?
Legendary?
Yeah. It is called Defender. It is a sword. I mean, it's straight from
really
DMG.
Good.
Anyone can look it up.
It up.
It is rather good. And I feel like you will need to get permission to... Anyone will need permission to get this item. Like, this is a... We need this for one mission and one mission only, potentially, not impermanently our possession. Additionally, Igor has more or less become a full-blown reservist to study and make golems. Because he's really interested in that. And he doesn't know how to do that yet, but he's willing to learn. So, Igor's 2 items, his Ring of Protection +1, and the Ioun Stone of Mastery, I think is unnamed, but, you know, it's probably Bob or something knowing them, is up for grabs. The Ioun Stone of Mastery is really good for spellcasters. It basically increases your DC by 1, because it increases your proficiency bonus by 1. So be mindful of that. There's just magical items up for grabs, which we can kind of go over. Maybe I'll publish an updated armory in Discord somewhere. But yeah. That's kind of it. If you have ideas that you kind of want to bring to the table now and discuss them, by all means. Nav or Yugu, if you had any ideas you want to do.
I would... I don't know if the prince even cared about my letter. I might go over there to try and get a direct response from him. To make sure...
You want to go southbound?
Yeah. The areas of the map that are dangerous, I would like them to be less dangerous. Like the Destry area, Mulak, Qualathor, I guess. Kinda.
Now hear me out, guys. We go on the Swole Arena quest.
No.
We all let Beef get his dick wet?
Well, it wouldn't be that. It'd be like a musical of fighting her father, Normal Norman, who is just a twink, the exact opposite of Beef Swellington, as he tries to win Swole Arena's love, and they're all singing and dancing. But,
so
you know,
we're gonna do a Romeo and Juliet.
Beef is suffering from schizophrenia, Yugo. This is quite literally all in his head. He's been cursed.
That would make sense.
Nav, I don't know if you had any character ideas or motivations you want to explore, but, you know, things to think about. For sure.
Well,
Okay.
we know who the flower mage was. Divestments might do us good in the upcoming war.
Maybe.
Or should we
Magical items
abandon
are
that?
still out in the world. You can just be loot hoarders.
Wait, hang on a second. Wasn't there that quest like near the very beginning after we did the first Ulathaean temple where there was just a hunter being like, yeah, if you want magical shit, just go up north. There's like a cave with spear beasts and shit. And go kill those fuckers.
Yeah, we did bump into a guy blinged out. He was like, yeah, just go north, dickhead. Kill shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't we just go into random ruins? Maybe we could go to fucking Cantalar, or the place that got blown up. And
Because this is your one chance to have character-driven opportunity before the second wave of the God War kicks off. And we should not ignore that opportunity. Not that I'm against you guys just going and being like, hey, John, give us some fucking dungeons to clear. Like, I'm all for that shit. Give me more reasons to kill you with breath weapons. If we want to pull a raid team, by all means. But they have no immediate interest in deploying you guys for task force officially, missions.
I mean, I got nothing. The only thing I would even have would be for Runt, and that's,
That's why we go talk to the Prince of Maelstrom. Like, hey, yo, go talk to Vun. He's got something for you. Right? Haha.
Oof.
Sweet.
That's the first bad HP roll he's had.
Nice.
Oh shit, I have to roll for HP again.
You sure do, bud.
Yeah, with
your
your twinky little warlock hit die.
Alright, well, I'm going to call the stream here. Guys, thank you all so much for joining us. Lots of roleplay this session. More importantly, we figured out what truly mattered. The friends we made along the way. And also the kings we've killed along the way. And also the crowns we've taken along the way. Anything else I'm forgetting?
The drums that we killed their staff.
Hey John, what if I take mobile on Beef?
We're gonna end it here. Say goodbye to Gibby. He will not be joining us.
Bye.
Say bye, Gibby.
Bye.